Hello and welcome everybody to round number 8 of the iRacing short course right here on Racecraft TV. It's time to go to Bark River, Michigan. Boy, I think the clouds have settled in here. It looks a little foggy out there. One of those storms may have settled over the top, but the track looks dry. It looks good. Hello everybody, I'm Dave Arnold, joined alongside Austin Knight tonight for the broadcast. Austin, how's it going?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's going pretty good down here at Bark River. Yeah, the fog has lowered in on the track, and I gotta say, the struggle that these drivers are going to be having is visibility. The fog, you can see the car in front of you, but if there's a crash up ahead, you won't be able to see that till you get up there. This might be a struggle round for Mason Prater. The fog may not be his friend.
Well, I also feel that Bark River is a little bit more difficult, more challenging track for the drivers. You know, it's not many places in the past. Very fast, a lot of corners, a lot of turns, and it gets really tight.
But currently, let's hop over to heat number 3 with Brady Sharamonte, Zach Drapkin, Chris Plumley, Tyler Street, Nick Larson, Franklin Monak, Brody Graham, Mike Sora with Reese, and Reese still renting that U-Haul.
Green, green, green. Jeremiah, Drapkin, Plumley, Street, Larson, Monak, Graham, Sorum, Newell.
Tyler Street making moves early. Already up the inside. Oh, big contact between all of them. We got a car straight into the wall. It's taking a lot of damage right now. I believe that was Chris Plumley.
That's something
oh, no. 782 of Franklin Monak getting tipped over sideways. And look at Reese Newer. Up 5 spots already.
Reese on the move. He's going to say, I'm going to take my U-Haul and move your junk out of my way.
He's certainly hauling it right now. That was forced.
I'll give it to you. Uh-oh, where are we going?
Oh, Reese looking up the outside, looking up the inside. We're going to try another look. Oh, yes, he is. He is sending that one through that corner, but oh, very awkward through the bumps right there. But oh, Brody Graham of that IRSC short course car taking a lot of wall.
Well, I think Reese Newer's going to be getting his deposit back on the U-Haul. Missing a couple fenders.
It's missing a couple fenders, but, you know, after last week, I feel like he's earned a loyalty check, so might be waived.
Well, we're watching Cheromani and Zach Drapkin. Great Cheromani in there with 73 and Ortega. Then you got that red line and the back car of Zach Drapkin. Trying to see his iRacing sponsorship.
It's hard to see. I know Zach is in that Signature Propellers red line oil machine, and Brady Sharamonte in that. Oh yeah, that is hard. AR Omega.
AM Ortega.
AM Ortega.
Yeah.
No, that's even hard for me to identify on the side and on the nose. AM Ortega. There it goes. Thank you. Thank you, Braden.
I told you. And Ortega.
Yeah, Nick Larson sitting in third in that Ford race driver machine. Race driven. It is race driven. If this wasn't foggy, we'd actually be making sense here.
Ended up going wide because someone hit me. Corner
I mean, hey, I got to tell you, Braden and Zach are easy.
I got wheel damage now.
Those two I can get. Both run the CBR radiators.
Yeah, those are some nice radiators too. If you're looking to get some very confident radiators for your next off-road Baja Beast or short course Beast, get CBR.
And the intercoolers and turbos, so make a lot of quality products like that.
Oh, and Zach.
Oh, hello. Looking to the inside there of Chiramani had to get on the binders, it looked like just a little bit.
Now they're starting to build out a gap to Larson. With them racing on, do you think they're going to try to do what Mason and Luke were doing last race if they get up to a 4-second lead?
Try to slow down but not lose.
Yeah. Try to lose the lead but not get get into third.
Not often do you try to get second, but
When you know the field rotation is the entire field, you're going to try it.
well, Larson looks like he's going to be, back, but look at the gap back to Newer.
2.5 seconds. Yeah, 2.5 seconds to Larson. Newer though, 6 seconds to these two up here, and Reese and that U-Haul. Well, he hauled it up through the field, up 6 spots. It's just going to be a big ask to lock himself into the finale. He's got to go to that last chance qualifier, but he's putting himself into a good grid position.
Yeah, you see him playing off the walls that come around.
Sorry there, Tyler.
Big berm.
You're good. Can't rotate.
I was looking for Plumley to be running up in there. Him and Monac are having
Yeah, I
some
got wheel
problems.
damage as well.
Yeah, Chris Plumley's driving the pro buggy right now.
Yeah. Graham's doing great, sitting there in 5th position.
Yeah, Brody Graham up 2 spots, had a big strike of the wall on the left-hand side. You don't see a lot of left-handed missing panels here, so that must have been contact with another driver.
Yes. Before you spun around and hit the wall the
I have no idea.
That is true. He did have that giant impact at the start of this race. As Zach Drapkin looking for that Zach attack right here.
Well, these two drivers definitely looking for that white flag here. They come around. Vicker says 2 to go.
Oh, he's showing him the bumper. And here it comes. Oh, I thought Zach was going to look up the inside, but white flag about to come
What's
out.
up?
And there's that one they're playing.
Yeah. She's a real shit show with some wheel damage right now.
After that first turn. White flag, 1-0. And it looks like a drifting ballet with these two out there.
Zach getting a lot of over rotation mid-air. And now 2.5 seconds to Larson. Let's see if that relative goes down to them. It's already dropped 2 tenths. Are they playing the game?
What the hell was that?
Here comes Zach. Yeah, they are playing the game. They're going for it. Zach looking up the inside.
Give him a little brake check right before the checker flag.
I think that'll be rules for a
thing went into
protest.
Xbox mode or whatever.
Hey, the admins can say, hey, forget that whole version. It's just playing right straight up.
Oh, did it?
They've taken a big stance on a silliness happening in the series in contact, so it's going to be a much cleaner series going forward. And there goes Zach. He's dropping off the pace right now, letting Sharamonte keep
Hey, Frank,
that
I didn't see what
lead
happened in front of you there,
and,
but I'm sorry.
stamp both their tickets into the finale. But Zach going to make it interesting now. Look up the inside, get a nice photo. Both of them in the air while the checkered flag flies. Sharamonte and Trapkin both go into the finale with Nick Larson, Reese Newer, Brody Graham, Chris Plumley, Franklin Monac, Tyler Street, and Mike Sorum going to the last chance qualifier.
So, we're going to take 6 and 6 then.
Yeah. And
So
I'm going to go
roundabout.
back to those results, but it's Aiden Irvin taking pole position, followed by Reese Newer, Thomas Grady, Terry Miller, Roland Johns, Chris Plumley, Nathan Matoxin, Arthur Golding, Tyler Street, Ezra Eberts, and Jake Hill. Eberts. And Jake Hill in that final grid position.
Believe me, there's Ebert and there's Ebert. So,
And Ebert's not here.
Eb.
I guess I'm just used to just saying Ebert
Oh.
because our
It's
friend
easily
of the
done.
77.
You're not the first.
And I'm just going to go into the C-Man results right there, bring them up onto the screen. Zach Knowles, Ian Lane, Cross Kirchmeyer, Nicholas Dachelet, Heitritter, and Larson jump up into the finale as we get ready to crown the next 6 tickets into the finale. And we're green, green, green.
Green, green. And Irvin sitting up on that pole with a great shot out there. He goes. You see Newer in that U-Haul. Look at Grady.
Oh,
Right for
Terry
that
Miller
love
already.
truck
Terry Miller had an awful start right there. And oh my God. Oh,
Is that the love truck?
no. The Newer went slow, got an extremely bad start, went off-roading on the off-road. They both made contact right there. Then Newer, oh my gosh, Thomas Grady. Does this count for an onboard? Oh.
I actually saw sparks off the K-rail.
Yeah, when you see that, you're definitely going to have to be stopping off by the Loves and taking care of one of those showers. But hey, they're still back 5 and 3 wide. Aiden Irvin leading by 1.5 seconds now to Roland Johns and Terry Miller in the fight for second place. The fight for the transfer spot is Tyler Street all by their own. Jake Hill trying to close that gap.
You know, so it's going to be 6 out of this one. So Street on the bubble, Hill just outside the bubble. Golding. Not used to seeing Golding going this deep into an LCQ.
Yeah, but look at this fight. Ooh, showing him the bumper right there. Johns on Miller.
Yeah, just a little love tap he gave to Miller there.
Slide job, perfect placement, but Chris Plumley, after a very horrid heat race by him after, well, pretty much barrel rolling like we saw the Loves truck do, he's up there in 3rd place as he makes the move on Terry Miller. Toxin closing in.
Well, the Toxin sitting in a good qualifying position for sure.
This is the fight we really should be looking at. On board the signature propellers machine of Jake Hill. With 3 laps to go, was on the bumper of Tyler Street. Whoever gets 6th place here moves on to the finale.
And you can see Hill starting to really hit those ones. Oh, that bump they're able to recover nicely.
Yeah, these 4-wheel drive Pro 4s, very easy to recover from a mistake, but so easy to lose a lot of time after one. And oh, that's a big berm hit for Hill.
Yeah. Every hit like that costs you 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, there's Oliver Golding right behind him. Golding with the fastest lap, but he is down in 8th place. Right now, Oliver Golding will not be making it into the finale. And oh! Well, that's one spot made up. Jake Hill, bad bounce. Oliver Golding now has to close in 2.1 seconds to Tyler Street ahead of him. Oliver Golding, currently the fastest truck on the grid with 2 laps to go. Can he somehow snipe his way into the finale? Or will he miss out by 1?
Well, he's definitely trying to fight his way up there for sure, but Irvin, Johns, Plumley, Miller, and Matoxin. Now Street, OG's got that laser sight on him there.
Now this fight for second's insane right now as Aiden Irvin's walking away on sunshine.
Plumley, though, I was wondering, you know, Plumley really struggled in the first race we saw.
Yeah, he had a
as well as
massive
the
crash.
heat race. Yeah. Not
New
used to
fastest
seeing him
lap.
just keeping it
Oliver Golding, 1:13.9. And he's
good.
closed
Well,
in that
White flag is
gap.
out.
He's closed in that gap. He's already a second in on Tyler Street. White flag is out. Half a lap is left. Does Oliver Golding have enough in the tank to really push this?
Well, this could be the race to watch right now for sure. Will he make it happen?
8/10 down. Here comes Golding. Street's been struggling in this section.
Holden, closer, checkered flags, getting ready Irvin.
But this is the race for that final spot as Aiden Irvin takes the win by 3 straight seconds over Johnson Plumley. Golding has just a few more quarters to go. Riding on the berms, getting very aggressive. They make contact. Oliver Golding and Tyler Street banging and bumping and rubbing with each other. Street's got the outside line, but oh, that might be called into question right there. Tyler Street is not happy. Oliver Golding, last minute dive into the finale. Final grid, Oliver Golding on pole position here for our finale with Zach Knowles starting right next to him. Zach, gonna be very happy. It's the second time he's starting in that front row. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what he can do if he's been holding it back. Followed by Nathan Metoxen, Ian Lane, Terry Miller, Cross Kirchmeyer, Chris Plumley, Nicholas Dachelet, Roland Johns, Holton Heitreiter, looking to make good moves right here in 10th place, trying to get some ground on his championship rival, followed by Aiden Irvin and Nick Larson in 12th place. They're followed by Zachary Draken and Mason Prater, with Gary Green starting right behind them. Braden Sharamonte, Luke Knupp, and Keaton Swain at the back of this 18-car field. We're ready.
Well, we got something just in. I just got a little birdie told me there could be a black flag, and they're going to put Oliver to the end of the line. UL.
Where was this birdie? Because I did not get that birdie.
Good luck, you guys.
It's a mama bird.
That's right.
Ah.
That's all I can say.
Well, we'll find out who will be starting on pole and who will be starting up out front. I believe we are starting behind the rolling start. No, are we? No? I do not see the pace truck out there. And we are green. Sorry about that. They cut off the time as we're go here early on with 12 laps here at Bark River.
Well, I guess I was wrong on that because they let Golding go out front. So.
Oh, but it's already Knowles up the inside. Golding down into second. But
Knowles or Knowles?
Knowles. It should be Knowles, judging by the way that I say Knights. But Oliver Golding, Golding, well, I think your little birdie was right. He was just kicked.
Yep, because he didn't go to the end of the line.
Yep, Oliver Golding is out of this race. And, well, there is your mama bird. And I think that start was a little bit of statement by him, not taking no for an answer. But look at this. Holton Heitreiter and Mason Prater already nose to tail with each other. That's reverse, full-on reverse starting grid. Definitely not affecting them at all.
Keep an eye on them for sure. They're so quick out there. Watching Knupp already start to make his way up there. You can see Prater up to 7th place there. Heitreiter 6th, Johns in 5th. Look at Heitreiter now in 5th place.
Heitreiter getting all the way out over the line right there. And it's just a beautiful looking at all these trucks going on. So many battles. Look at this backpack we got going.
Well, I knew this was going to be a tight physical race for sure. We've got the top drivers out there for sure. Chiramonte's starting to make his way up. Waiting for Knupp to make his way up too. Ooh, Swain. It's another fast driver.
There's so much stuff going on. Everyone's nose to tail right now, so we got our static cameras giving a good trackside experience for everybody as we go right over there. Brandon Sharamonte, though, having an issue.
Yeah, definitely. I saw quite a few positions there. Let's see, what happened? Did he over-rotate?
I think might bad bounce through the bump. Oh, he landed on the 109.
Oh, nice little faster door slide.
Well, he saved it. He's on the wheels, but he's back on the wheels of everybody else, and now he's trying to get back up to the field, and he's battling with Keaton Swain, who was, well, he started at the very back, and he won his heat. So even Keaton Swain can't get through this pack. Holton Heitreiter, though, in 5th place with that fastest lap of the race.
trying to chase down Plumley and get onto that podium.
There's a battle there. You can see Knowles out front of Miller, Kirchmeyer, Lovely, Hartler to the top 5. So they go over the lead there. Mason Prater.
Oh, look at this.
3
wide.
Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Plumley in the middle of all that. Kirchmeyer on the inside, and Holton Heitrider trying to get through them because he's trying to get away from Mason Prater. Mason Prater's stuck behind Roland Johns.
Heitrider wants as many drivers between him and Prater as possible.
Oh, this is somebody you do not want behind you. That 56. Zach.
John says, do that. Bye-bye.
Johns does not want any part of this. He knows what happens when Zach gets behind you. And look what's up there ahead of him. 2 by 2 up ahead. 4 cars ready for the picking. And, well, Johns has just unleashed Mason Prater on to his championship rival.
We're going to see Zach Drapkin just going to try and stay right with Prater and follow Prater up through the pack.
Absolutely.
Now, you know,
Zach home to the longest winning streak in iRacing short course. He won the first race of the season and then the last 3 races of last season. So Zach really trying to get back into that groove, and he's right on the bumper of Mason Prater, who I believe, if I'm thinking in Zach's mind, he's going to allow Mason to be the train that goes through the field, and he's just going to stick with him until that final corner.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd tuck in behind him, take his lines, follow him, get right up on his bumper. So if he goes to the inside, somebody can't move down on the inside.
Yeah, speaking of up the inside, that 512 up ahead of Heitrider was looking on the inside across Kirchmeyer. And now Heitrider, the championship rival, his championship rival, are nose tail right now, and Cross stuck in the middle of this.
Well, Heitrider definitely going to keep Kirchmeyer between him and Prater.
Oh, this is the best seat of the house. I feel like the fog is lifting up right now.
Yeah, the sun's starting to burn it off just a little bit. Our leader Knowles, 2 seconds over Miller, 3 seconds over Plumley, almost 5 seconds over Heitrider.
This is that fight we're watching right now, the fight for 4th place. 5 seconds behind the lead, and Kirchmeyer gets a tap from the K-rail, 3 wide off the exit, Prater on the outside. Heitrider on the inside, and in the middle is Cross Kirchmeyer. Looking like a 3 wide start, and look at this, Zach Drapkin swings it around the outside. He's just right in that bumper of Mason Prater.
It's smart. I'm not going to take that away from him. That's what I would do. Yeah, look at Kirchmeyer now behind Drapkin, looking to the inside of him.
Terry Miller now next on the list for Heitrider. And Miller in 3rd place, and here comes Heitrider.
Miller's got some great lines watching him through.
He had a little bit of a mistake in the hairpin section, though, as our competition caution comes out right now on lap 7.
Well, it's time to re-rack and restack the field here. Knowles, Plumley, Miller, Heitrider, Prater, the top 5, followed by Drapkin, Kirchmeyer, Canup, Irvin, Johns, Green, Swain, Charamani, Matoxin, Larson, and Dachelet. Holding in lane.
25
all right.
Yeah, Golding getting the, axe from the start after not following race control orders, which, you know, in iRacing, much easier to deal with somebody ignoring a black flag than in real life, even though they both end up the same, a lot of shouting and somebody getting slapped in the face. Though in this case, the slap in the face is kicked from the session, where in real life it's a lot more physical and somebody might bring out a crowbar.
Hey, we don't do that in short course off-road.
Yeah, you don't. I
We're all
don't.
perfectly behaved gentlemen. Tempers never flare.
Everyone.
Dads never fight.
Well, we're about to go back to green flag racing at the top of the hill with Knowles up in the lead. Green, green, green.
So Knowles in the green stop there. Plumley right on his bumper. Miller back in 3rd. Rider Prater drafting.
Yeah,
Runners,
Plumley
yes.
on that outside line. Knowles getting a little bump from the inside. Plumley around the outside, and Plumley takes the lead. What a...
Someone just flying over the.
Oh, that's the Unkind Esports car of Gary Green. Barrel rolling end over end.
I don't know who that was, but that was
Drafting
not
too. He's gone.
Drapkin's on the out. Yeah, Drapkin was off in there, and this is the bad bump. And Gary Green, oh, he was hit from behind.
Yeah, Drafting Nursery was sailing over the wall.
Drapkin went for a ride. Gary Green went for a wild ride. And Chris Plumley is in the sweetest ride up into the lead after a beautiful crossover move on that outside line, but Knowles is right there.
And I want you to notice Knupp now up in the 5th place, Prater back to 6th. Rider in 4th.
Where did Luke come from?
Sneaky Luke.
Sneaky
Best
Luke.
hired filling driver out there.
Yeah, sneaky Luke Knupp filling in for Ethan Ebert. And he's on the back of Holton Hyrader. And he's on the he's just outside of that podium spot. He's looking to make that move with a good switchback right here. Down the inside, and Luke Knupp, sneaky like a fox like that, up in there for 3rd place, but Hyrader is still on that bumper. Not anymore.
But he's going to try and get to that inside. That off-camber jump.
Terry Miller taking a wide line, allowing Mason Prater to get up there into 5th place behind his championship rival, Holton Hyrader up there in 4th.
That was a good shot of Prater with the number 1 on it. We saw our leader go by, Plumley out front. Knowles still right there, not far off. Half a second. And here comes Knupp. Hammer down.
On board is Zach Knowles, and we'll be letting you know if Luke Knupp is on the back of him. And yeah, the sun really burning through that mist right now.
I
And
see blue skies.
yeah, blue skies, misty mist really evaporating from the grass right now. It looks like a good morning here in Michigan. There's a big look by Zach, trying to get back into the lead.
Well, Plumley getting a little sideways there, allowing Knowles to get a little bit closer there. Knupp, Hyrader, Prater, top 5. Chiramani back up to 6th place. Miller, he's in 7th after running up in a podium position early on. Drapkin, the same, sliding that back up there after going back to, I believe, to 10th place.
That fight for the lead is really closing down. All the way down to 5th place right now, but that top 3, oh, that fight for 2nd place is really there, because there's Luke Knupp and Zach Knowles. And Luke up 14 spots. And already challenging for 2nd place, and here comes that move in the hairpin. Luke just pushing and banging the Canadian out of the way, and up into 2nd place.
Oh my, look at that. Great run on the outside, banging it off the wall.
Oh, and Holden coming off the berm, gets a good kick out, up into 3rd. And here comes Mason Prater, and oh, Mason Prater and Zach making contact. They're still side by side.
Zach Knowles, though, running a great race back in 5th place.
Yeah, fantastic race by Zach in his, I believe, debut race with us.
Yep. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen him out there. Very impressed.
Yeah, the Canadian has a lot of pace and a lot of promise for our next rounds, and our next round being, I believe, at Crandon. And next round, we're going back to the drivers' much loved enduro format that we had in Phoenix.
Yeah, I really did enjoy that.
Yeah, driver opinions and viewer opinions were very positive, but they wanted to do a bit more testing before we could firm what will be happening in the fall series or winter series of IRSC short course, and I believe everyone's opinion is it's going to go back to that enduro format, which it is such a nice, it's such a unique format.
Oh yeah, so many positions change out there.
The strategy book coming out. Like short course had everything except for strategy, and with strategy in there, it's going to look a lot much even more cooler. Drivers going to be start hiring crew chiefs, and you know, they know how much fuel to put in the car, if they're going to take tires.
Well, that's the other thing too. A lot of drivers early on didn't start with a full tank. They try to burn off as much gas they could. Makes the truck a little lighter and faster. But on endurance, you got to really plan that out.
Yeah. I'm mainly an endurance racer now. I do a lot of 4-hour endurance races around the Nürburgring, and I got a pit stop schedule. I do not stop. My first stint is much shorter than my entire fuel tank can go, and I do that to get off of strategy, clear myself from the traffic, and pace my way through the field. And it's worked out pretty good with a few wins and a few podiums.
Well, that sounds like a plan there, but look at this, watching the battle between Prater and Height Ritter. There, look at this. Riding the wall, riding the berm, coming around. They literally just staying right on the edge, staying out of the loamy dirt. White flag is out. Plumley. Will this be Plumley's first win?
I think it will be the Dirty Plum's first win. And but Luke Knupp, that sly fox, is right behind him.
I know, boy, he's running like a scared rabbit right now. It is rabbit season, and Plumley is the purple rabbit.
Yeah, Plumley is that purple rabbit. Even if it's rabbit season, I feel like he wants to change it to duck season right now and have Luke get a little bit confused, but this is not the Looney Tunes right now.
Well, the final lap out there. Oh, Canuck gets on two wheels.
That might be it.
Back down. And there it is, coming across.
Not the finish line.
Yep.
Yep. 3 more corners for Knupp. Knupp, 8/10 back. Are we going to see a send by Knupp? Plumley looking very good. Knupp losing all the track right here. Closing up that gap. 6/10 separate them. It's not going to be enough. And taking his first win in iRace's short course, Chris Plumley.
Very awesome job by Plumley. Knupp's going to come across in second with Height Ritter running out on top.
Mason Prater misses out on the podium in 4th place, followed by Zach Knowles, who had a fantastic race, finishing in 5th place for his debut.
Hey, good race, guys. Good race, everyone.
And of course, a couple of our usual suspects up there. Luke Knupp filling again for Ethan.
Would have liked to have crawled my way through the back like you guys, but
so impressed.
Yeah, there is nothing I can say about that. We are still waiting for the final result right now. Nick Larson, he stopped actually before the line. There he comes. Here comes Nick. Cross the line, and here are our final results here at Bark River for iRace's short course. Chris Plumley, first win in iRace's short course, takes his first win. Followed by Luke Knupp and Holton Heirider finishing on the podium with a Mason Prater in 4th place. Followed by Zach Nose, Zach Drapkin, Brady Sharamonte, Keaton Swain, Terry Miller, Aiden Irving, Gary Green, Roland Johns, Cross Kirchmeyer, Nathan Metoxen, Nicholas Dachelet, Nick Larson, Ian Lane, and Oliver Golding not taking the start of this race. Oliver Golding did take the start, but received the band hammer and will not be classified in the results.
Well, with that said, we'll get our top 3 in and talk to them.
Yeah, we have our 3rd place finisher right now standing next to us. So let's bring him in. Standing by with Dave, it's Holton Heirider.
Hello.
Holton, what's going on, buddy? Man, what a crazy race.
Yeah, that one was wild for sure.
What are your thoughts on that full course inversion?
I actually kind of like it. I feel like it allows the not so fast drivers to get up front and possibly get a podium.
Well, one thing is talk about this track. It's so fast, it's so tight, but there's a few spots you actually have to force somebody into a mistake to make a pass.
Yeah, this track is really challenging. There's a lot of turns, a lot of places for passing, and also a lot of places for mistakes.
Yeah, but you almost have to force him in that mistake to get a pass.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're in the points, and I know, Mason finishing a little bit back there off the podium. Got to make you feel a little bit better, just chipping away at that points lead.
Yeah, just trying to get as much points as I can.
Well, that's all about it. Well, I know you got a lot of people that help you out, and I think it's time to give them a little love.
Yeah, I want to thank Compliance Parts Company, Factory Sim Sport, Next Level Sim, Ultra Wheels, Justice Brothers, AIM, CSD, Keaton, Luke, and the rest of the team, and Ethan for, he wasn't out there this race, but I wish I was out here. He was out here racing and battling with me because he's fun to battle with and race with. He's always running me clean. He's just a good driver.
Well, awesome. I agree. That's for sure. Hopefully, we'll see him back and you guys battling again next week for podium position.
Yeah.
Holden Highrider, everybody, with a great run. Third place, sitting second in the points.
Yeah, but finishing second in the race, he was standing in for Ethan Ebert today. He snuck his way through the field. I did not know where he was until we came out of that yellow flag. Next thing I know, I see Luke Knupp pop up there in fifth. Next thing you know, he's popping up there into third. Next thing you know, he's in second. Luke, how do you manage just to crawl through the field without making any noise?
I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of just let the race come to you. You let all the action unfold, and you just try to make it without any carnage happening. And it was a carnage fest right after that restart, and I knew I wanted to get to the top 10 there, and then I made it to eighth. And I knew it was going to be carnage after that yellow, like I said, and I just tried to make it way through as best as possible. And I think I was fifth after crossing the finish line right after the restart. So helped that a little bit, and then quickly got to third after a little bit of carnage in front of me, and then got by Zach with 3 to go, and I just tried to push as hard as I could to get Plum, but he deserved that win more than anyone else, and I'm super happy for him.
Yeah, but you're probably the second. Well, you're probably one of the happiest persons out on track up there. Up 15 spots from the start. You are the biggest mover, and what a race and round for you. Is Bark River one of your favorite tracks on iRacing?
Yeah, it's definitely the most technical track, which makes it fun. A lot of high speed, but what kind of is a bummer is you only hit the brakes 2 times. It's a slow track, or it's a fast track, and you barely slow down. And those 2 braking spots are really your only passing spots, unless someone makes a mistake. So it's really hard to come from the back, and I think that's what made it super technical tonight. And admins made a smart call to make that. I think it made for some good racing. Hopefully, it showed on stream how fun it was, and glad to get some points for Ethan.
One
Wish I
last
could have.
one last question. Talking about the decisions. The weather. How was racing in the fog?
I think it would have been fine if I was on my monitors, but with the VR, VR makes it a
Oh.
little bit more blurry.
Oh no.
It was a handful. I hear Dave in the background laughing. It was a handful.
Well,
I can't imagine.
It was crazy. It really felt realistic, and maybe next round we'll go back to the daylight.
we'll find out next round. We'll find out if you're standing in for anybody. You were sitting in for Ethan Ebert. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank after that wonderful performance?
Whole factory sim sport squad 1 2 3 again tonight. Super happy. See all the hard work paying off. Ultra Wheels, Appliance Parts Company, Butt Kicker, Rigid Industries, Justice Brothers. They're coming on board this year and helping out with the Trophy Light program. We're racing that next week, so I'm super excited, and hopefully we can carry this momentum into maybe next week and then off to Vegas to Reno.
All right, thank you, Luke.
Luke, the hired assassin, silent driver.
For sure.
Well, standing by with Dave, taking his first win in the IRSC Short Course Series. Dirty Plum, Chris Plumley.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Pretty good, man. You've been fighting and just doing so well every race. But this one, it looks like you found your groove.
Yeah, I feel like Bark River is probably one of my stronger tracks. I probably put more laps on here than a lot of people. So, yeah, I've been kind of plagued most of the year by some of my own mistakes. Rather new to driving these trucks, and yeah, just trying to get it down and try to compete with these fast guys.
Well, Luke was saying there's only really two spots he was hitting his brakes. Were you pretty much trying to not to hit your brakes at all? Because you were looking very smooth and fast.
I mean, there's a couple spots where you got to hit the brakes to set the car, but other than that, no, not really touching the brakes.
Yeah. So how was it when you saw who was behind you?
Uh, that kind of made the blood pressure rise a little bit. Luke's always fast, and I was just kind of hoping that I think it was Zach was in front of him for a while there, and I was kind of hoping that he'd hold him up a little bit longer, but it worked out.
It's like running like a scared rabbit out there with those kids coming for you, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, we all know they're fast, and luckily, well, I shouldn't say luckily, but I had a little carnage in the heat races that put me into the B main, and I didn't have to, fight for table scraps like those guys did, and kind of caught a break there with the invert.
Well, I was actually kind of shocked that you weren't doing as well because you've been such a solid driver the last couple rounds, and it's like, man, maybe these little strategies. You're trying to figure with the inversion, trying to
Yeah.
figure out what you're doing. It's like, man, that's not the way Plumley drives.
Yeah, in the heat race there after turn 2 there, I had wheel damage, and I was fighting it and getting into a few guys, which I apologize to. It's not how I like to race. And then in the B main there, it was just a matter of trying not to wreck and just get a transfer spot.
To survive.
Yep.
Well, hey, I gotta say, man, very stoked for you. It was a great race, and I know there's people that help you out.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Tyson Miller, Cole Ashlock, Gary Green. When I first kind of got into iRacing, I asked these guys a bazillion questions, and they put up with me. They were throwing me setups and whatnot. So huge shout out to those guys. But then we got Legion Speed Sports, Factory Sim Sports, Rep CPS, code Dirty Plum for 10% off. ZK Designs for helping me out with my paints and my overlays on stream. Twitch.tv/dirty_plum. The guys that are in the chat constantly, thank you, huge thanks, and just proud to be up on the box.
Oh, good job, man. Chris Plumley, getting the monkey off his back.
Thanks, guys, and shout out to you guys for putting on the stream.
Oh, thanks.
Have a good night.
You too.
Man. Austin, what an incredible race turned out in this main event. Big congratulations, Christopher Plumley, one more time. Hooking up, and of course, Holden Hybrider. Mason Prater, kind of shocked not to see him on the podium, but I have a feeling that will change next week.
Yeah, next week we return to the quote enduro format here in the IRSC Short Course Series. Strategy might be coming into play again, and it's also going to be much more chaotic with that standing start at the big house. Oh man.
Definitely. Well, we're going to be looking forward to it, and hopefully everybody's going to join us.
It certainly is. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here in the IRSC Short Course Series. From Bark River, one last time, I've been joined by Dave Arnold. I'm Austin Knight, and I hope y'all have a good night.